Hey everybody, it's Richard Price here. Today I'm going to show you how to set up your Google My Business profile for your business. Now, a Google My Business profile is super important for any local business that's serving local customers in a specific area. To help customers discover you, it's it's super important that you're listed and you're searchable in Google Maps. So make sure that this is one of the first steps that you do when you're launching your business or when you're soon to open your new business. All right, so what we'll do, we'll just go into Google and click or search for Google My Business Sign Up or Google My Business. What you'll then see is most likely the Google My Business link. Click here. Then it's unlikely that your business will be listed. So assuming that it's a new business, you'll have to add your business to Google, and therefore you'll click here. Put in your business name. So for the purposes of this demonstration, we'll put It's Just Business School. Click Next. Next, you need to select your business category. Now this is super important. If you are a coffee shop, for example, you want to make sure that you are a coffee shop and you're listed as a coffee shop, not a coffee roaster, not a coffee wholesaler, not a vending machine, a coffee shop. Because when your customers are searching for your product or your service, your relevancy or your category relevancy will determine how high you rank on that on the maps, on Google Maps. So it's super important that you get this correct. For the purpose of this demonstration, and by all means, this is just a primary category. You can add secondary categories once your Google profile has been created. So no need to worry there if you offer more than one service. So here you click Next. Google does allow you to create a profile without a physical location. But if you are, say for example, a coffee shop or a sandwich shop or a restaurant, it will require you to have a location. So for all intents and purposes, and for this demo, I'm just going to click Yes. Enter address. I'll just say Kensington High Street. I love that area. 8 6SU. All right. It may ask you, are these any of your businesses? To say no. Next, it gives you the ability to really pin down and narrow where your shop is. Sometimes you might have a location which is difficult to find, or Google has a broad, within this 100 meters, your shop is around here or your location is here. If you really want to get accurate, you can pick up the marker and just move it to exactly where your shop is. Therefore, customers can find you much easier and much more straightforward. So just move the marker if you need to. Click Next. Now, Google also allows you to enter the locations that you serve. So for example, if you deliver your goods to a specific area or your local area, then you can say, yes, I also serve them outside of my location. I serve my customers outside of my location. Typically, if you are a plumber, a builder, electrician, a tradesman, then this should be selected, because you don't just serve from your physical location. You go out there and you serve a mile radius. So if you click Yes, for example, then you can enter multiple options, and I think you don't have to worry too much. Just get the key sort of areas that you service. You could say perhaps West London, but it won't necessarily come up here. So just select the specific areas, and I think Google will then sort of aggregate from your physical location up to that point. That is where you serve. Okay. Here, Google gives you the ability to add a telephone number. Now, there's a thing called NAP in sort of the search engine optimization world. And that stands for name, address, and phone number. And it's super important that you are consistent with this bit of information across all your citations or anywhere on the website. So you want to make sure that the number is correct, your address is correct, and your name is correct, and all aligned to be the same and be uniform. Because if there are any deviances, it reduces the sort of the accuracy that Google will see in your information. Therefore, the trust levels are sort of impacted. So I'll just put my number here. This isn't my number, so don't try and call it. And then put my website address in. There's the website address. Oh, invalid. There we go, too many digits. Now, Google has various different newsletters that come out. You can, subscribe to them. It's always good to have the information from the horse's mouth, in terms of, Google My Business optimizations or what they're changing. So, I'll recommend to click yes. And that's it. You're finished. You'll be able to manage It's Just Business School on Google. Promote your business with photos, posts, track business analytics to understand your customers, and respond to customers' reviews. Ready to publish now. Now, once you've clicked finish, this will then generate a postcard. So Google will then send out a postcard to your address that you've registered, and you should receive it in about 5 business days. Once you receive that, it's got a code. Then you go back into Google My Business, enter that code to verify. Until that point where you verify that code, you won't be found, or you cannot be searchable. So once you get that that postcard, make sure you enter that verification code, and away you go. Thanks for listening, and see you next time.